Hi everyone, this is Charmaine here. I am the dietitian that helps people reverse diabetes. Today I am interviewing one of my amazing client, Nalisa. She is also a very hardworking client of mine and she's gotten amazing results. So this is Nalisa. I can say hi to everyone.
Hello.
Hello. So Nalisa, my first question for you is what made you reach out to me? What made you, start this journey?
The reason I started this journey was because I'm tired of taking medication in general. I am diabetic type 2, and I'm just tired of taking medication and I want to reverse my diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. And so you're tired of it and you wanted to be done with it, right?
Correct.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I think one thing that I really appreciate it, throughout the journey is that you are very dedicated, right? You always post your meals, you post your, blood sugar. You are very dedicated. And I'm curious, what is motivating you and what's your why?
What's motivating me is that, like I said, don't want to take any more medication. I don't want to be diabetic no more. I've seen family members go through it, and it affects a lot of your body throughout the years. Not right away, but throughout the years, it affects. And I don't want to go through that. I don't want to have no vision problems. I don't want to have kidney problems. I don't want to go through any of that at that time. So I decided to just make the change. And, I got to see you and got to hear about you. And I believe I found you in TikTok
Mm-hmm.
or Instagram. And I'm like, okay, I think this is it. I need a push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing really great. So tell us more, how your journey has been. What was it like before you started the program? What was like after? Just, tell us more of how your journey has been.
It's been hard,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I think I got to uh, just eat healthier. I did eat pretty healthy, but I did eat a lot of um, processed food, or sometimes I wouldn't have time because just with my commute, my commute's a little far from home to work, and I didn't have time to cook. But I learned how to meal prep, and make things for the whole week. And if you don't have a problem eating the same thing every day, I think you're good. But, that's what I started doing, and cooking on the weekends and meal prepping for the whole week, learning what worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to see that usually high fats raised my blood sugar. It wasn't the carbs, it was the high fat that would raise my blood sugar. So I tried to stay away from that, and I could have more, and I enjoy more the fruit. I enjoy more like things that I liked eating that I stopped eating when I was diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helped me a lot because I loved having fruit, and
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the things that was really hard when I became diabetic. When they told me, "Oh, you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't," you know. And now that I've noticed that carbs are not a problem for me, it's the high fat.
Yeah, definitely. And it's cool just to see your blood sugar go down, right? Just that you're
Mhm.
able to, well, you can tell everybody, like, let me not talk. You can tell everybody,
Yes.
how your blood
Um,
sugar has been, how the results that you're seeing.
yes, my blood sugars have been down more than what they used to be. I am getting blood work done tomorrow, so I've from 180 almost every day. I'm hitting 90.
Mhm,
The highest I think it's like 140
mhm,
after dinner or after lunch, but it's usually 90 to 140, 145. It doesn't go anything above that. I've even had lowers, I've had 70, 80s,
mhm,
which, I haven't hit those numbers in a very long time.
Mhm.
So I'm very happy for that. And, I haven't been doing insulin
Mhm.
for probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks already.
Mhm.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge that
Mhm,
you're able to get a low blood sugar even without insulin, right? And
yeah.
what's cool is that even after eating 140 is actually, a normal number, right? Because it's after eating.
Mhm,
And so I think that's amazing that you're able to get, this number and learn that, okay, it's about the fat and it's not about the carbs, right? Because you're eating definitely more carbohydrates than before. And you know me, I always say like eat more carbs, like, so that
mhm.
you get, a balanced blood sugar. So yeah, that's amazing. That's really, really cool to hear. And I'm super, super proud of you. So how do you feel? How are you feeling? How do you feel at this moment with the program and just body wise? Like, how do you feel?
I feel good. I have more energy. In the beginning, yes, your body kind of gets a little weirded out, I think. Like, what are you doing to me? What are you, I think it took me like 2, 3 weeks so my body could be fine and have way more energy. You don't see it right away,
Mhm,
but for me, like, I really have energy now. I used to come home and I just want to sleep. Now
mhm,
I get home, I do a lot of other things that I have to do. And like I said, my commute, it's an hour and a half to 2 hours sometimes to get home.
mhm,
So it's helped me out a lot in my commute.
mhm,
That, and like I said, I do meal preps and it's helped me a lot. Having that for lunch, for dinner, and
mhm,
just being more active, I think it's gotten me, I'm
mhm.
happier
Good,
because
that's
of that.
awesome. I love it, I love it. I love that you're able to meal prep and, like, you can still be able to eat healthy even if you don't meal prep, even if you don't wanna eat the same things every day, but I think it's amazing that, you're meal prepping, you're very disciplined. So, what do you think made you that way? Like, to have that, discipline, to be able to, do the hard things, what helped you do so?
I think, like I said earlier, I think what helped me was just motivating myself and saying, I'm tired of, I
Mhm,
don't want to be diabetic no more.
mhm,
I'm young. I do, like I told you in the beginning, I do want to start a family
mhm,
soon. And being diabetic doesn't help.
mhm,
Um, being pregnant or any of that. It's not a good lifestyle
mhm.
to
Yeah.
have.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. And I love that you always have the big picture in mind. I
Hmm.
think that's amazing because I think a lot of people, like, when they come to me, they ask me about food, right? Which that's all I'm about. I'm a dietitian, right?
Hmm.
Um, but I always say that it's so, so, so important for the person to have a mindset about the big picture, right? Think about the life that you want. And I think, just you think about, I do want to have kids. I want my life to be more than this. Like, I think
Hmm.
that's amazing that you have that mindset. That's really awesome.
Hmm.
That's cool. And what would you say, last question is, what would you say to someone who is kind of on the fence about, reversing diabetes, whether, it's, I get this question a lot, right? Like, can you actually bring your blood sugar down with having a lot of carbs, right? Like, what would you say to them? And, just a word of hope for people that are wanting to reverse their diabetes.
I think some people, I was one of them. I didn't believe in the beginning. I tried doing it on my own and it didn't work. Like I've told you before, my brother is vegan, but he's alkaline vegan, which is a little bit different.
Mhm.
Um, and I didn't think I couldn't do it on my own. I needed that extra push. Um, and you helped me out a lot. You helped me out to understand it more and be more understanding of what I could do. Being from a big Mexican family, we do eat a lot. But, I did notice, we do eat beans, we do eat cactus, we do have a lot of other options,
Mhm.
and I'm fine with it. I could go to events and be fine, or I bring my own food,
Mhm.
which, everyone sees me a little bit like, whoa, like, I can't believe you could do that. But, it's like I've told my family, it's either if I don't make this change, I'm never going to do it. I'd
Mhm.
rather do it on my own and push myself, even though I see everyone else eating,
Mhm.
meat or eating cake or,
Mhm.
having everything that I loved eating. But, eventually I know in the future I will be able to eat that,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
and that's my motivation. Yes, not right now, but
Mhm.
in the future, I'll be able to eat that again. So
Mhm.
that's what motivates me the most.
Mhm.
Um, Saying that to myself, like, not right now,
Mhm.
but later on, I will have
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, yeah. And
Mhm.
I think that's really important to know because everybody knows, I'm about plant-based, I'm about eating healthy, but everybody thinks that, oh my gosh, am I gonna say goodbye to these foods for life, right? Um, but I think it's, even for me, I really do believe that at the end of the day, it's about, having that balance, right? Just being able, once you reverse your insulin resistance, then you'll be able to, include other foods once in a while as well, right? You're still going to be eating healthy like most of the time, but you're still able to include that flexibility in
Mhm.
there. But yeah, yeah, that's really amazing. Um, is there anything else that you wanted to share to people? Um,
Just to not give up. In the beginning, you may think it's impossible,
Mhm,
to be plant-based.
mhm,
Um, but, when you start seeing your results, um, that motivates you even more. Like, whoa, I'm hitting normal blood sugars already.
mhm,
They're removing this medication.
mhm,
Like I said, for me, I'm removing insulin, even
mhm,
though I only do it once. I was doing it only once at night,
mhm,
but that was one of the things that I didn't want to do any longer.
mhm,
And eventually I don't want to take any more medication. So little by little, you
mhm,
know, pushing myself, I have motivated myself
mhm.
to become plant-based vegan.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing. I think that's important to, not give up and have hope that, it can be done, right? It can be reversed. So
Yes.
that's really, really exciting. And thank you so much for being on this interview with me and just sharing with people, the hope that you have and just, the exciting, exciting results that you have. So
Yes.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And thank you for you who are watching. And I appreciate that, you're following and supporting all of this and believing that it is possible to reverse diabetes. And then I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.